In this presentation, we are going to look at the rise of Buganda Kingdom. Buganda Kingdom. In the heart of Eastern Africa or East Africa existed a very powerful kingdom called Buganda Kingdom. This kingdom was situated in the parts of present day Uganda. In the Uganda area, there were up to four powerful kingdoms that existed before the coming of the Europeans. One of them was Toro, Ankore, Bunyoro, Busoga, and as well Buganda. To understand this concept, let us take some terminologies we might see. One of them was Buganda. Buganda happened to be the name of the territory or the kingdom. Buganda Kingdom or Buganda Territory. Then the next thing we might see will be Baganda. Baganda is the term used to make reference to the people. So Baganda people established Buganda Kingdom. Then the next nomenclature or the next important terminology we might see will be Muganda. The Muganda is a term used to refer to somebody from Buganda in the singular area. When there are more than one person, we refer to them as Baganda people. But if it's only one person, we refer to the person as Muganda person. Then there are some other terminologies we have to look out for. Another one was Mutaka. Mutaka also was a term used to make reference to the head of a Baganda lineage, the head of a clan under the Buganda Kingdom. Well, and another one was Kabaka. Kabaka happened to be the title of the king under the Buganda Kingdom. And the king was the head of all the heads of the clans. So at the same time making him the leader or the ruler of the kingdom. Now let us look at a little bit about the background towards the establishment of Buganda Kingdom. The establishment of Buganda Kingdom was based on the quest and the desire of the Baganda people to come together for self-determination, protection, and defense against a growing powerful neighbor, precisely the Bunyoro Kingdom. Now, before the foundation of Buganda, Bunyoro Kingdom was a very influential and strong kingdom. The influence and the strength of Bunyoro Kingdom was very essential, and it was affecting the Baganda people. This was because the Bunyoro warriors were raiding in Toro, parts of what is known today as Rwanda, down to the Buganda territory. And this became a very threatening situation to them. Now, there's something you have to understand about the Bugandas at that period. They were living in separate clans headed by the Mutaka, who is the head of each clan. They were living in separate clans. There was no unity, no centralized government among themselves. But with the influence, determination, and the pressure from the Bunyoro, they decided to come together to form some level of union. Okay, the let's look at a little bit on the presentation of Kevin Shillington about this situation. Let me just read it for you to understand. Kevin Shillington stated that indeed the need to defend themselves from Bunyoro's attack may have contributed or may have a contributing factor in the desire by clans of Buganda to organize themselves into a close-knit, centralized community in the 17th century. So Kevin Shillington happened to explain the major factor or the major desire or the major interest of the Buganda that led to their creation or led to the creation of a united Buganda Kingdom. Their desire and quest to, put themselves, to defend themselves, and also protect their interests. Well, one of the major moves or major desires for these raids from the Bunyoro was very simple: in order to seize cattle and also to take tributes from their neighbors. And this didn't go down well with the Buganda people, or the Buganda people, as the name implies. Now, from the 17th century, Buganda, that was established by the Buganda people, started growing in size, in cohesion, and importance. The growth of Buganda affected the once larger neighbors, precisely the Bunyoro. As the influence of the Buganda Kingdom increases day by day, the Bunyoro Kingdom lost influence and powers. This means that the growth of Buganda Kingdom led to the less influence and the decline of Bunyoro Kingdom. Well, one of the things that helped or aided the growth of the Buganda Kingdom was the move by the kings that went with the title Kabaka. The kings made serious moves to strengthen their position. Now, yes, the people or the Buganda people saw the need for them to defend themselves against the Bunyoro people or the Bunyoro Kingdom, decided to come together. But there were some issues guarding against this unity or this union. First was that some of the Mutakas, precisely the head of the clans, were they are based on hereditary positioning. That means there was some level of hereditary ascendance capacity in the position of the Mutaka. And this made some of them not to be so comfortable to have anybody to overlord them, with precisely the Kabaka. Now, when the Kabaka got to the throne, the Kabaka made moves, serious moves, to reduce and at the same time take off the influence of this Mutaka or these hereditary Mutakas. Please, I hope you are understanding this presentation. Now, one of the moves the Kabaka or the kings did or carried out to reduce the powers of the hereditary clan heads, where one was that they shared the Buganda Kingdom territory into different parts and placed the people loyal to them to take control of a group of clans. They picked a group of clans within the same territory and put it under the control of a political appointee appointed by the king. This they did by creating division, creating provinces in the kingdom and place people that were loyal to them. Now, where another move was also to remove some of the Mutakas that were giving them a lot of problems in order to put in those that are loyal to them. But before they remove and replace, they made sure that the concept of hereditary is terminated or was terminated. So most powerful mutakas were removed, and the issue, and when they were replaced, the people coming in were made to know that hereditary concept was not to be accepted. This helped in strengthening the powers of the kings, or in strengthening the powers of the Kabaka. Well, I think this was the major methods used by the Kabaka, or the king, to maintain influence. Then another part of it was that the influence and the powers of the king gave the king the authority to remove any political appointee without any notice. They can move a particular appointee from one clan to another, or one division to another, without any notice. They can replace, they can dismiss. The kings could sack, replace, dismiss any political appointee. This positioning, or this position of the Kabaka helped to increase the influence and powers of the Kabaka. At the same time, reducing the influence and powers of some mutakas that were overzealous and then never supported the unity of Buganda. So this as well helped to unite Buganda more, and made Buganda one of the very influential kingdoms or political units that existed in the African subcontinent. But we have to really stop this presentation here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there.